Cheers folks and welcome to my channel. It's war number 6 in season 5 and this time we matched an alliance called Revolution Arena. Also matched them quite a few times. I think it's actually a Korean alliance. And they have been placed in Platinum 1 last season, currently also in Platinum 1, and according to war rating, number 22 when we matched them. So almost, from a war rating perspective, almost within the master bracket if you want. Now, today also it's a rather short video. There's not so many fights, but also because we have been changing around a bit the paths. Now the good thing with that is that I can show you actually some new nodes on a new path that I haven't posted in another war video before. And also a little bit a new team to what I usually used in the other war videos that I've posted about the on season 5. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we have different people with you know, different sets of champs, so we always have to see that the right set of champ is on the right path according to what we've scouted is going to be on the defense nodes. Now today you will see I've been on path 1. And on that path there is a poison node, and on that poison node there was a mystic champ, which is why I decided to actually go in with Void, Blade and Dormammu this time. So not the Ghost Rider synergy, but Dormammu, because also on path 1 you have a couple of power gain nodes, and Dormammu is just a perfect combination of being poison immune and also being able to power control other champions. So you know, I would say still the best power control champ is Magic, but unfortunately she's just not poison immune, so I have to, you know, you have to always choose within the set of 3. And then I took Void mainly because at that stage it wasn't quite clear if I was supposed to take a mini boss or not, the unblockable SP1 mini boss that I would have usually done with Void, but okay, I didn't in the end, but that's why I brought him in the team. Now on the first fight on path 1 you have a champion boost of 100% attack and health and extra 100% attack and enhanced fury. So it's a warm-up node if you want. The attack, oh no, the health extra boost is just plus 100%, so it's not a lot of health actually that champ has. Still, what we always do is we always boost. One of the main reasons for dying is to underestimate the champ that's on those nodes. You're not boosted, and then you're surprised, and then, you know, you're panicking, and then at the end of the day, you're losing. A lot of the deaths, unnecessary deaths, are to too easy nodes because people have not been focused enough, concentrated enough, or haven't boosted. In this case, the first champion is a Captain America World War II. On top, placed with suicides, and you know, I can kind of understand maybe, because now every defense champ is bleed immune, that you want to, you know, place them with double edge, but in this case it was both double edge and liquid courage. On top, still, when they fire off SPs, you know, they just get that recoil damage, so I don't quite understand why people place defense with full suicide masteries. But even better for me, you know, it was a very, very quick fight. Of course, you can always say, no, I wouldn't have needed that boost. But, you know, it's always safer to go in with a boost. And that was already the fight for the evening. And the next fight in the morning was now against node 25. And that is the poison node. So inflicts poison, draining 100% health over 60 seconds, enhanced poison capabilities, and also the attacker's power is drained every 25 seconds. And that you have to really watch out for, especially when you're using a power control champion like Dormammu. Now I would have had the chance to go in with either Dormammu or with Blade, because what you see from the charges, persistent charges with the number 3 in there, it was a Mephisto. And I mean, Blade has danger sense against Mephisto, but because I didn't have a Stark Spider-Man synergy, that percentage of ability reduction is only 40%. So there still is quite a high chance that Blade does suffer from poison while fighting Mephisto, which is in the end why I decided to go in with Dormammu. And I also decided to take a power-up boost to start with 1 bar of power, just so that I can very, very early in the fight power lock and power control Mephisto. That was the whole purpose. On top, the node after this one is a power gain node, so I wanted actually to use that power up boost for both fights, for this Mephisto fight and for the next fight. Now in this fight against Mephisto, I mean, Dormammu is poison immune, so I don't have to worry about the poison at all. What you do in the end, still, you just fight him like normal. I mean, Dormammu is not incinerate immune, so the only thing I really have to watch out for is to not be too close to Mephisto for too long when he's incinerated. And again, I always prefer to have Mephisto fire off his special 1. I think the special 1 is much easier to evade and then to counter attack immediately. If he fires off his special 2, then actually he has this incinerate aura for quite a while. So you just take a lot of damage from that one. So it's always better to just, you know, wait a bit, have him fire off his special 1, evade, counter attack, and then also power control him a little bit so he doesn't actually fire off too many of his special attacks. And then, even with his regen phase, it's not a problem to take him down in time with the 6-star Dormammu. And the scratches that you take, or that I took, are again from the incinerate damage, but nothing major, nothing really to worry about. So that was the first fight of the morning, and then I continued on the upper path. And because I had still my power-up boost, I actually fought immediately that node, so I had to go back and look at the node boosts from somewhere else, from another battle group. So as you can see on this node that I'm going to fight, the increase of power gain is 100%. And then it has Outlast and Optimist, which means basically when it's below 25 or 20%, gains a lot of extra boosts, like Health, Fury, Armor Up, Health Steal. So at the very end of the fight, it just takes a little bit longer, but it's nothing that is like dragging out the fight for too long. It just takes a little bit longer. And because it's the power gain node, and because I still actually had my power up boost working, it was actually the last seconds, I quickly went in with Dormammu again, so starting the fight again with 1 bar of power. And it turned out to be the Hood. The Hood, also a very common champion on this node. And what you do is, again, with Dormammu, I basically try to just get to my special attack 2. On the way, I let him fire off his special 1, because special 1 is, again, very easy to evade and you can directly counter attack. That's always the specials that are best to choose them to fire off. And then I already fired off my special 2, and once the special 2 is on, then basically you can just continue, rinse and repeat, hitting him till the special attack 2 is full again. Now I actually didn't manage to power burn him again, so to burn his energy. So he had a special 1, but again, the special 1 is easy to evade. I think the only risk in that whole fight is not letting him get to a special 2. But other than that, you control him on his 1 bar of power, and when you have your 2 bars of power, then you fire off your special 2 and power drain or power lock him. And then in the end, it's also quite an easy fight. This node, again, very easy actually also to do with magic, probably even easier with magic than with Dormammu, but for the reason that I explained earlier, the poison immunity, I chose to go in with Dormammu. And then already I'm going to the last fight, which was a skill champion on the next node. And that's something that you easily can usually do with Blade. there is not really any skill champion that I know that has a special one that is totally impossible to evade. It was clear it was not a Quark, and again, it's a special one node, so it has a special one bias and a special one enhancement, so very likely to fire off as a special one, and that then is unblockable and has a 30% increased chance or increased damage output. And I don't really know why people would put a Gwenpool on that node, but yeah, in the end I was very, very happy that it was Gwenpool, because her special one is probably one of the easiest to evade in the game, and you just hit her immediately after that. Of course, also it's a blockable node, so she's not stun immune, so you can just block her and fire off your specials. Here I even got her to a special 2. I just waited on to, yes, till she fires it off there, and then you can counter immediately again. And then she doesn't get actually to another special 1 anymore. And that was it. I'd say the only thing with Gwenpool, try not to have her hit you with bleed, then you are in real trouble. Other than that, she's rather easy on defense, so I don't really know why they put that there, but you know, in the end I was happy. Not so bad for me. So that was already all the fights. Again, I said it's rather short. It was only 4 fights. The rest of the path was taken by one of my fellow teammates. And again, this was the 6th war of the season, and it was the 6th victory of the season. So we're still unbeaten. We're one of 6 alliances that haven't lost a single war. And now it's halftime, and it's going to be really, really exciting to see how the second half of the season is going to go, because now 6 alliances are battling for the podium, basically, and we're going to give it all. And again, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you're new to the channel and want to see more war videos in the future of one of the top alliances in the game, then hit the subscribe button. And I wish you all the best for your wars, and hope to see you soon. Cheers, folks.